AI is actually like so wonderful because there have been a number of, I would say, seismic shifts that were like the entire field has sort of like suddenly looked a different way, right? And I guess I've maybe lived through 2 or 3 of those. And I still think there will continue to be some because they come with some kind of like almost surprising regularity. Well, when my career began, of course, like when I started to work on deep learning, when I became interested in deep learning, this was just kind of like by chance of being right next to Jeff Hinton at the University of Toronto. And Jeff Hinton, of course, is kind of like the godfather figure of AI. And he was training all these neural networks, and I thought it was incredible and interesting. But this was not like the main thing that everyone in AI was doing by far. This was a niche little subject on the side. That's kind of maybe like the first like dramatic sort of seismic shift that came with the AlexNet and so on. I would say like AlexNet sort of reoriented everyone, and everyone started to train neural networks. But it was still like very like per specific task. So maybe I have an image classifier, or I have a neural machine translator or something like that. And people became very slowly actually interested in basically kind of agents, I would say. And people started to think, okay, well, maybe we have a check mark next to the visual cortex or something like that. But what about the other parts of the brain? And how can we get an actual like full agent or a full entity that can actually interact in the world? And I would say the Atari sort of deep reinforcement learning shift in 2013 or so was part of that early effort of agents in my mind, because it was an attempt to try to get agents that not just perceive the world, but also take actions and interact and get rewards from environments.